Hello people, it's Cole. I'm so glad you're here to hang out with me today. If you like vintage books and magazines from the 80s, 90s, and Y2K, I have a lot to share with you. This week we're going to be flipping through Computer Graphics World. I have 3 issues here from 1993, 1994, and 1995, so we'll get to see an advancement of technology over a couple of 90s years. I know it's a little different than what I normally flip through on this channel, but I found these at the thrift store recently, and they're cool as hell. I really like these a lot, so I'm excited to get into it. Let's get started. Hi. All right. Computer Graphics World. Modeling, animation, multimedia. This issue that we'll start with is from December 1993. Starting things out fun with a letter from the editor about interactive violence. So this would be, video game violence, right? Was a hot topic in the early 90s. Let's see if it name drops any specific violent games that people were so freaked out about. Yep, sure does. A new video game from Sega, Mortal Kombat. Pandering to the lowest common denominator. Oh my god. This game goes well beyond the cartoonish characters of other games and gives its young players enhanced digitized human forms to behead, disembowel, and crush. Interesting, very interesting, really. I think that this computer graphics magazine is like calling out their own industry for being like overly violent or whatever. I guess I think that's kind of lame, to be honest. They seem to be bending and giving into pressure to make a statement like this. I don't know. Just seems like kind of a lame move. The games people play. What's this? What's this gory image you have here? It's a skeleton in a blood-filled bathtub. I thought we weren't making gore images. I thought it was so bad and horrible to show gore and body horror. What's the truth, folks? Here's, we're talking about Myst. Very beautiful video game, if anyone's familiar. We had access to that through a friend's computer when I was growing up. We didn't have it ourselves, but it was always very impressive and spectacular and seemed very, very hard for me as a little boy. Okay, this is so funny. There's only one family of color printers that gives birth to your ideas, and half the time it's like a nursery at a hospital, and it's all pictures of babies. Like pieces of paper sitting in the cradles. It's so stupid. And even these nurses are like holding them. She's holding a bottle with a paper picture of a baby. Why is this so funny to me? Okay. So, these magazines are from the thrift store. And one of the things that's so wonderful about shopping at the thrift store for books and magazines, at least in my experience, is sometimes there's weird stuff stuck in them from the previous owner. There's some photos in this magazine of, it looks like a table with a painted rabbit behind some chicken wire. Yes, quite funny. What a weird surprise. So here's an article about software that makes motion in computer graphics. There's like a dematerializing, shattering pocket watch up here with a lens flare. Very cool. A very realistic looking pigeon flying away. Cool. Here's the Flash. It's a animation system, electric image. What even is this? This is sort of like a concert or something. It's like a tower of light with concert theater lighting, and then stack of big fat TVs skewered through the middle with this fun laughing sunglasses woman on the screen. From head to toe, we cover all the motions. This is more tracking head and body stuff for animation. And this like silhouette figures squatting with these points of articulation highlighted. Oh my god. Amiga magic. Look at this floating head in a chain link fence. And this boy, this motion blur boy, like running from a train. It's called Velocity. Here's a specific program or software thing about dematerializing, exploding, shattering, atomizing. Here's a shattering face with some heavy blue eyeshadow. This is a ceramic sculpture that we used to have this. I had this in my adult life. I bought this from Etsy. It's using it as an example of 3D digitizing and modeling, I guess, maybe doing like a 3D scan of this object. The sculpture is really cool because it's just it's a floating woman's head, and it's got this arc shape where her hair is like supporting. It gets really huge and supports at the base. It's really amazing, actually. I don't know why we ever got rid of it. And on the back, different 3D animation technologies. By the way, I don't know if you can tell, I don't know anything about computer animation or digital rendering or video game design, or so I'm probably using all of the wrong terms, and I'm sorry if you came here to watch this video thinking that I knew about this stuff. I don't. All right, so that's the end of December 1993. Let's move on to May of 1994. We got some wigwams on the cover. Ooh, what is this? Virtual reality in the year 2010. Looks like they're hypothesizing about the future of virtual reality. That's something we'll need to pay attention to. Whoa, this is like a really super early digital camera. Point, shoot, plug into your computer. Apple's new digital camera. You can see how big it is. It's quite large, and there's no screen. It's sort of like a traditional camera where you can't see what you're shooting, like a film camera. You just hold out this big, looks like, I don't know, a hand mixer. Hold that out, take the picture, then you plug it into your computer and see what you got later on. $749. I have never seen this before. Actually, I didn't know that this is kind of the origin of digital cameras. Okay, here's that article. Looking back from the virtual future, a retrospective of the virtual world industry from the year 2010. Today we can join our friends in virtual space to work and play, visit strange lands and times, and even sit back and enjoy a reflective personal encounter with our favorite synthetic personalities. I guess that's true. Virtual submarines, roller coaster rockets, and monsters. Blasted sound and images at helpless audiences screaming for more? Wow. It's talking about it as such a really physically immersive thing where they really thought you were going to be kind of like with your whole body encased within virtual space. That's kind of didn't really end up going quite that way, I don't think. We're happy with our still regular kind of screens that are removed from our own selves. I love this. Visualize, realize, crystal eyes. Stereo 3D images leap from the screen. It's a big fat computer with this guy has like goggles on. There's like models of like atoms blasting out of the computer and like blowing his tie back and his hair back. That's so cute. I appreciate seeing the physical, practical, like photo stuff, like this suspended tie and this posing and hair gel to make the hair fly back, and not utilizing actual computer technology to make a simulated image or something like that. A computer generated image is like still like a real actual photograph with photography skills, even though it's about a computer program that supposedly makes incredible imagery. that is the 94 one done. Lastly, we have February 1995. Looks like they had a bit of a change in their graphic design from 1994 to 1995. Looks less olden timey. This is more of what I was just talking about. I like that even though this is all about computer graphics and how amazing they are and how far we've come and whatnot with that technology, I like that they're still incorporating like traditional illustration in this ads for computer graphic related things, with this great illustration of this monster eating up some actual like film tape. What? Now multimedia can be the incredible orgy it was intended to be. Okay. Wow, cool. Imagine more than 200 big color prints. It's like a big wide format printer. And this guy is surrounded by all of this stuff he printed, including some beautiful modeling shots, pictures of candy, art in the park. Here's a full-on like whole head virtual reality thing, a headset. Looks like we got some fighter jets, some army tanks, a library, like an actual indoor library space. Oh my god. He's like working on a machine. He's like holding a tool, like a virtual tool, and he's like building something in space. This over here is nice. 3D paint, the art of visual effects. We get like a rendered 3D woman head, plain natural nude, full face of glam makeup, and then like beat up real bad with a bandage on her head. Oh, hell yeah. Oh my god. All right, it says the large high resolution picture is perfect for designers, art directors, and engineers. Not to mention Gloria Joyce, who can finally see all 26 columns of her spreadsheet simultaneously. Gloria Joyce, right here, kicking back and just enjoying the view of her spreadsheets. I love how dark and moody this picture is. I also need to point out this baby in sunglasses in a framed picture on her desk. More focus on like exploding, making things explode. Feeling frustrated, explode something. This laser, you can like shoot it and it's a smiley face ball explodes. I guess like exploding, dematerializing digital things was very popular at the time. On the back is this same Kinimation Dynamation thing we saw on the other magazine. Interesting that they have like even a year later. Where is it? No, 2 years later. It's the same damn thing. Although this is an opportunity for us to compare the difference between where the graphics were at in this 2-year gap. This is from 1993, this is from 1995. It's the same figure. I guess she kind of looks the same. Maybe her face is a little bit more articulated, a little bit less, what is it, low poly? Isn't that what they call it? But she's still got this same like really cool box bracelets. This is a better ad really actually, because you can see sort of like the inner armature of the figure. You can see this wireframe of her body. Her hair looks better too, I have to say that. Less stiff and weird and flat like in this one. So there you have it. Computer Graphics World, 1993, 1994, and 1995. Well, I hope you enjoyed that flip through, and if you did, please feel free to give it a like. It really helps out my channel, and subscribe if you want to see more. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I will see you all next Sunday with another new video. So until then, take care.